Hello, everyone. Oop. No, we'll leave it on that one. All right. Hello. Hello, hello. Why am I dropping over 11,000 frames? What the fuck? Hello? Alright, well. That's impressive. Okay, let me check something. I minimized this, right? I did. Okay. So, hello. I hope you all are doing well. Hopefully my stream's not gonna fucking be stupid. Okay. Right, so. Where am I? Alright. Time for another wonderful episode of Wardens. We're gonna hop right in. Major points that happened. Okay. Hold on. No, I don't want that on. Major points that happened. Nothing major aside from Jasmine had a nightmare, which was fun. I am invisible. I want to go here. Woo. The lag. Where am I? Yep, so Jasmine had a nightmare, which was a thing. But she does not remember it. That is key right now. She does not remember this nightmare. So, Nixa is still technically in the room. OSL is in a scene right now, which we're gonna go and say hello to. And yes, we're on one tail. Good. All right.
Giving up on him would just be a waste for the town.
Good morning.
Hi, lass. Good to have you.
Hello.
All good. Taking a little bit of tavern duty for the time being. Can I get you anything, lass?
Do you have any hot water by chance for tea?
Oh, well, I've got water here, but if you need me a second, I'm going to boil it up, and I can give that to you if you need to.
If you wouldn't mind. And one for her as well.
Oh, I mean, by all means, I don't really have any teas available currently, but I can get you the hot water.
I can take care of that. Give me one moment.
Right then, lass.
Now then, I put it... Ah, there you are. Who did the thing? ATM, thank you so much for the 10 months.
Hey, lass. What kind of a taste bud do you have for yourself? You more of a sweet person, spicy, anything meaty?
They're so sweet.
I got you.
I I've seen you around, but I don't think I've ever gotten your name.
Well, I suppose some of the town people are just one of those Bargus guards, but... My name is Eva Asheville.
Jasmine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
So what's
I
got you?
apologize for my...
What's got you feeling so down on this day?
The weight of something that feels so akin to a mountain. And the painful memories that... I can't get out of my head.
Oh, no, sorry. The tavern, yes.
I can understand. It's hard, I know.
It's something I don't wish anyone upon anyone else. What it truly means to see a part of the law. To actually have to swing that sword and slay your fellow men, one by one. This person. You're tough, right?
I have seen wars. I have seen battles. I have seen friends come and gone. I have lived long enough to know that pain. It's never easy.
There you go, ladies. One bottle of boiling hot water for you. There you go.
Thank you.
Top should be fine. Just grab it by the cork so you don't burn your hands. And here you go, lass. Do enjoy yourself. I know I probably don't make him as good as my partner, but I'm sure I'll get you a little bit of a smile back.
Thank you, Bean.
Of course. I'll get you the other bottle as well.
The hardest part isn't being the victor. The hardest part's walking away knowing what you left.
I know.
Anyone who... If there's anyone who thinks about that, they don't deserve to call themselves an honorable soldier. If they don't value the men and women that are right beside them. If they don't remember their names.
Yeah, honor is a thing. Honor is one of those things that we keep on teaching people is important for the sake of acting and being a good person. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to survival, all honor goes out the window. I understand you try your best to be honorable, but again, corruption, criminals that you dealt, they don't give a shit about honor. They care about themselves, they care about whatever they want, they care about profits. No matter how many times you can try to be honorable, swing that sword with just, they don't give a shit. This is not me trying to discourage you by all means. You can be an honorable person and do the right things. But when the chips are down, no one gives a fuck about honor. They care about at the end of the day their heart still beats.
You're not wrong.
I know you're not wrong either. I've seen these gods here that are just stationed Leafside. I've seen things that I hope they never have to see. Make choices they never have to make. At one point, does that make me if I'm willing to sacrifice what I believe in? Do that first.
It's not a... If you want to sacrifice what you believe in, that is your choice. Absolutely. No one can take that away from you. Just need to understand that only... understand that only because you might choose to throw away your morals to stay alive by the end of the day, there will be repercussions for what you do. But it doesn't make you immediately a bad person. One sin does not make a sinner.
We've all done things that we regret having to do. The trick I've learned is to push forward, no matter how hard it is. Because there is someone else out there who's glad that you did what you did. Even if they don't see it, even if they don't say it, someone out there is happy.
That sounds something like you know what my dad used to said. Look. There's some days that you walk around and all you see is sour faces and scornful looks. But as long as you keep to what you believe in, and do what's right. Even if it's just a handful of people. It's important to keep up that. I know that you stay true to yourself. And continue on the path.
It is also one of the main reasons why, despite everything, I don't jump down Justin's throat that much. Because he's doing the thing that he believes in. Sure, a lot of things that he does we don't believe in. His own opinions are sometimes quite toxic to listen to, honestly. But the thing is also, he's been a god for so long here. If he'd be like you, just comes in, waltzing in after a couple days, and starts spinning all that fucking rhetoric that he has, yeah, might be more of a problem. Probably have a conversation with him to drop that shit. If not, we might not want someone like him in a position. Thing is, he's been effective. He's been doing his best trying to keep the side safe. He's earned his stay, despite his opinions. If you want me to have my personal matter on Justin, my personal take on his things, that is a different story. The way how I see it, giving him up now for the sake of it is not a choice that I'm willing to make. That would be a collective choice by everybody. And the way how I see it, he's done a lot of shit in the past. A lot of things that you might consider part of the corruption that spreads when it comes to your old city as well. But it will take time. Either he changes, or at least that will have enough at one point. What matters to me more is the fact that people don't start gutting each other in the guardhouse. Because if that happens, and I'll catch people slaying each other with my blades that I'm giving to people, that's where I as a blacksmith will have a fucking problem.
That sounds a bit...
I've given armors, I've given weaponry to the guardsmen because I trust them, and I want them to keep Leafside safe. If they start turning each other and killing each other in their sleep because of it with the weapons that are made, I'm taking them away very fucking quick. And believe me, there's no guy can fucking do that.
I believe it.
There, no doubt.
How's the tea? Is it too hot for you still?
It's fine. It's the perfect temperature.
It's from my homeworld. Well, homeland, I should say. Drakengard. They call it windswept tea because of all the wind that passes through. A simple and amusing name. It reminds me of home. I always keep
It
some
does
on
have
me.
a good blend on around there.
That's what I'm saying. Take your time to rest. Take your time to get yourself properly adjusted within Leafside. It's not something that can easily be done, trust me. I've been here in Leafside for about... I want to say we're reaching about the course of a year at this point. And believe me, it's not just a simple town. It's a very interesting place, and believe me, it's stressful. Believe me, there have been enough times where I thought about just grabbing my hammer, smashing the forge, and just fucking off. But I didn't. Because this place is fucking worth it. Not for the money made. Not for the connections to guild or the people. It's what you do here that allows you to change your life. I mean, shit. I'm a fucking ogre. People around the other places looked at me when I entered the town and just decided, that man's going to eat us. Shoot him. Even though I just wanted to go around and fucking trade. I'm a tradesman at heart. And here, Leafside was the first town where, sure, I was attacked by bandits on the way in, and, you know, they tried to take my coin, and they got treated how they would going up against an ogre, but they didn't saw me as an animal. They didn't saw me as a threat. They treated me like any other living being in town. And ever since then, I had no intention of wanting to leave this place. If you want to stay here with your men, that's your choice. But what I'm saying is, give yourself time to rest. Put your foot in the ground.
Out of all the places that I have traveled in this world of ours, this one's definitely the more unique I think I've seen.
Oh no, it absolutely is. All the denizens of this town are quite a colourful bunch.
That's putting it
From
mildly.
I mean, ogre blacksmith, fire spirit enchanter. We got an axolotl person who is my apprentice. We got enough guardsmen with different types of people who paint a fucking picture of multiple colours. So, believe me, there will be struggles. There will be fighting in this town. But believe me, keeping the shit intact is worth it.
Fire spirit, you say?
Indeed.
Would like to meet them if they're around.
Hey,
Edmund.
yeah, this me, oi.
Has changed his mind a little bit and is now taking a temporary leave to recuperate from his wound. But he'll be back.
Aye.
Eva,
There you go.
I believe.
Rez, what can I get you, lad?
I had something
Yes,
on here.
Captain. Yes.
All right. Oh, you're
Oh,
getting
you
yourself a
take
little bit
your
relaxed here.
Drinks and your food, and we sit down one of the tables,
I'll see you around.
Terry.
Thank you for the tea.
Of course.
Yes.
By all means, they might
See you
have
around.
a conversation in a sec. You might want to grab Terry right now
See you
before
around.
he's busy.
What you need, Rex?
Bing, do I owe you anything for the water?
Lass, this water. You could have gotten that from the river and then heated it up over the fire. You're good.
Just thought to ask.
Do keep in mind, though, if you do have any more teas, I can talk with my partner. Potentially we can figure something out in the future. You can leave a couple sacks of teas with us, and I'll give you a little bit of coin on the side.
I don't know what I want. I'm kind of a new man.
If anything,
I guess
maybe
it
we
ain't
can
mine.
try and see if we can
I
grow
ain't
some around
technically
here.
the captain.
Then you can always have tea.
Have part of it.
I don't see a problem with that. Might want to talk about it. I might not be a botanist, but if you need a farmhouse specific plants, Admin himself said that he was going to stay as a farmhand for a while. Potentially, maybe talk to him about establishing areas where he might grow some herbs specifically for teas.
I might just do just that. If I see him, I'll
By all means.
be sure to speak with him.
Yeah,
And if I
you
get
might
the
not recognize him out of the armor. Edmund, short hair, sort of wearing a more red shirt currently. He's out of his armor, but I'm pretty sure you're going to recognize him from his voice.
Understood. Also, if you have the time, I would like to meet that fire spirit of yours. I do enjoy meeting
my
them.
colleague. He's not been around for a while, but he's taken a little bit of a recuperation after the mission due to, again, such things are not really easy to take care of himself, so I'll be sure to inform him about you when he ever comes back. So don't worry about that.
I appreciate it. I'll see you around.
Of course, by all means.
It's a bit of a long stay. I know.
I like the way you put it. I hear that there's some people in training that you're doing, or just?
Yeah. We got an incident of people trying to touch the big crystals. They've got themselves exploded.
Yeah,
That's
that's
real
about right.
crap. I assume I'm gonna get more information once they
Those are
treat
the
it.
ones that explode. Where are they?
They're in the clinic currently being treated.
Yeah, that's my feeling exactly, Amelia. I'll go have a chat with
I
them.
know. I don't know why, but I assume they were being curious. I can think one was the apothecary.
Miss Ames, are you available?
Hi.
Jasmine's about to run into Ari. If you want to have some fun.
Okay.
What's going on?
Fun things.
Such as?
Explain for Java, because he might have to do it.
Yeah, I gotta do it. She Ames is a little busy right now, so come on down. What's up? What's good?
So, Jasmine has visited the Vale on her first day here. As such, she has been suffering side effects from her short sojourn into it. And I already know that Ari's character is from the Vale.
Okay.
So, Ames gave the little idea of that the scent around her would, well, probably be very familiar / enticing, but probably wouldn't trigger anything. So if you want to have some fun with that.
So, Seer is the individual in question. She ventured into the wonderful Vale, and you want that dryad to notice.
Pretty much.
All right, I'll try to organize it. I'm gonna go antagonize not antagonize, but watch 404. And if I see your character, I will give that prompt.
Well, both of us are currently sitting in the main square, so I'll let you know.
Oh, how convenient.
I know.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Gotta mute up here, so.
I got you.
Apologies. Lost in thought. How are you?
I see. I was mostly just checking up on you to make sure you seem to be watching them.
Curious, to say the least.
Just making sure that you were not lost in some traumatic thought.
Something catches your perception.
You know,
You take a
people, when
long
they see
inhale.
things, sometimes they have
And
the...
it's so familiar.
I forget what they call it, but it is where they sort of stare into empty space.
Daydreaming.
Maybe. When I was daydreaming about large cakes, and I don't believe I was staring into... No, I was staring into space.
What is
Come to
that?
think of it.
Scent.
Are you trying to track someone?
No, it's just... I caught a whiff of something and I'm not entirely sure what.
Hello.
Hello.
You have the presence of the veil on you, but you do not look like one who lives there.
How do you...
Oh, but I can smell it upon you. It is
Come here, little
a
one.
mark almost of
They are
sorts.
discussing things of grave importance. You must come
So
here.
that's where that scent is coming from.
Hello, tiny one. Not be afraid.
So you have been there?
Unintentionally, it seemed. But yes.
Many of you around.
I
Small.
see.
Do not
Are you
get in
perhaps
danger. If do,
concerned about
I
this?
be there.
I have heard many that are
They are
unsettled
what are
by
known as
such
dust
displays.
bunnies. They are made of different
was
things that you can find on the ground. This one is made
concerning
of
for a
dust.
time, and then... I don't... How do I best phrase this?
I do not like little men.
It is a place
Little
that I
one.
have never been in before.
Too
They
curious
do
for
not
their own
speak
good.
common. There is only one person
It
in
is
town
a
who
shame,
can speak to
given
them.
how many have spoken of it fearfully, but it is such a comforting place, at least for myself.
Pretty.
You live in the Vale.
Yes, it is my home.
Pantera. Pretty.
I have been there for some time. I am quite familiar with its
Panta.
feeling.
I see.
Well, it had taken me a moment.
Papa.
It had occurred to me that that feeling is around you as well. I thought perhaps was one of kindred
Like
in
these
spirit.
things. Friendly beast. Me like.
I have found them enjoyable as well. Although have been told if they have rolled in glass are a bit scary.
Yeah. I will say, though, that since that day, I've been feeling strange, to say the least.
Strange. Are you hurt?
Not hurt, no. It's just... It feels like... How's the best way to describe this? Like something is... calling to me.
Calling? I see.
Though I don't know if that's something that's meant to happen or not. The people I've spoken to have seemed to be, well, confused of the fact that I have that feeling.
Would you like me to perhaps analyze? If you are close by, I have a specialty in a type of analysis. Is one have been studying was reason lived there.
I mean,
but can understand what surrounds you if is only for sake of knowing what you are feeling, if it's natural or not.
I mean, if that is something you could potentially determine, then I don't see why not.
It is worth a try. If you would like to, I think would be disruptive if doing in center of this town.
Very well.
Take you there. We'll not go in there. We'll just be nearby. It's for the sake of reaching to familiarity.
I never got to ask this question. Are you
Yeah,
new
but
to
you're gonna
town?
need to get Kashi for
Newish.
for this avatar. He has an avatar specifically for this.
I
For
just
what?
asked people's general opinions.
For the
Public
skull
opinion is
in the cave
helpful
with the
when I have
black
to make
crystals.
choices.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah, you're
inquiries
gonna get the
regarding
avatar.
the other guards. If
So
you have any concerns, I'll be welcome to hear them.
I am quite a little bit occupied at the moment, but... What?
Understood. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I think I should get her a pair of shoes.
Did she... What happened? I just heard a sound and I don't know what happened.
I think that's just her sniffing. I'm not very sure. She's a strange one.
I think they are sneezing. I am uncertain.
I see. Very well. Please.
Enjoy your day.
Yes, if you would like to follow.
Can I listen to the egg once?
I couldn't eat them.
Snowbell, you know that you can. So
Just once. Just once.
I know that you really want to, and I know that it's really hard for you right now. But as pleasant as it might be, you know, it's like too much of a...
That is now fourth mention I have heard of this egg that sings.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself either. I've heard some weird things about it.
I was told immediately upon entering town if anybody talking about egg or song that egg sings, not to look too deep into it. Said was some kind of curse.
Something like that, yeah. I heard the more that you listen to it, it makes you more, like it drives you insane or something.
Which is more reason want to look at is part of study. If is an item of corruption, perhaps can make safe. But yes, as long as it's just out here, out of way, can cast without causing worry to those nearby. I presume if there's anything like how memory distant feels, that magic without in open place tends to cause people
We'll
concern.
be close. Watching. Always.
Inference.
I'm changing my things as well.
DM present. What can I do for you?
Hello. So, I have been told a bit about their strange feelings about the Vale, and as one who's lived there, and also with the proficiency she has in mana scanning, because she felt the presence of it around them, she's going to see if she can try to identify anything about what's clinging to them, basically.
Give me about a moment.
Okay. This may take a bit of time. Is gradual process. Should not feel discomforting, though. Need to be able to get a sense of the mana that is a part of you and separate it from that which is not of you.
You work your magic. You're proficient in several forms of scanning, and you're looking for something specific. You feel something.
Yes. There. That's marking. That is not of your mana, but
You
a
sit
familiar
here.
presence.
It is indeed a familiar presence, and you've seen this actually a couple times with the limited interactions that you've had with people outside of the Vale who venture in. They had inhaled the gas of the Vale. And that gas, the fog, is something that causes confusion and strange memories to reemerge. She ventured too far without the proficiency of knowing exactly what the Vale is capable of. You'd argue it's a mistake. But could be something else.
Could she at all attempt to try to pull that from them with her other ability? See if that clears up their thoughts much.
What is your ability once again?
The Dispel Corruption, if she understands the nature of what it is that she is looking at, she is able to...
Due to the fact that the Veil is technically a
pull it
curse, and the fog amongst it is, well, a product of that. With just a little bit of your energy, you're able to minimize the effects.
Alright.
But next time that they venture into the Veil, it would be wise to have somebody who knows how to traverse it.
Understood. In that case, I think I can do it from here. It does appear that there is the effect that I've seen in others who have traveled in there without, I guess, being attuned to it in one way. It is one that I have been studying among the others that I have found there. I am still working my understanding, but if these effects that you do not feel belong to you are causing distress, I could try to alleviate them, so long as you do not go in there by yourself without one who is attuned.
If you're able to do so, then I will not say no.
Very well. Presence not of the swan before me. Be separated and return whence you came. can feel it is not fully separated, but this one being similar to what I know most, it should be lessened a bit. But should you wish to travel there again, I would recommend a caution. Aside from myself, I have never met one who has entered that place and left quite the same.
There is one in town who actually visits there regularly.
I might have met them. If you have the name.
Amaris?
Amaris. That is not the name that I am familiar with. But I do not know either if the veil is large. It is expensive. It is entirely possible for one to go there without necessarily meeting another, even if they are in at the same time. And I lived quite deep in there.
I see.
His first time seeing anyone for is blurry. I feel like was time before that, but feels very distant.
You mean as in the time before the veil happened?
No. Veil has been veiled for as long as been alive. But feel like was time before Veil was home. But feels very distant. But if he's been afflicting you in this way, I hope that this lessens the strain upon you.
I hope so as well.
I'll take it as a compliment or appreciating.
I meant it that way too. Something that is
Hey
hurting.
ladies,
Hello.
or you as well, newcomer? Not seen you around here, they good?
I believe so, yes. They are
By all means.
from nearby as well. We will not speak for them, though.
What the hell is?
Well, I mean, get the... you, of course. I mean, by all means. Welcome. Welcome to the little town of Leafside, by all means. Feel yourself quite welcome. I was just unexpected to see a person of that disposition to be in town. You know, I mean, we already have one person who wears antlers in town. Last thing we want to do is make her jealous, but by all means, good to have you. If I can get you anything, name's... Oh, those are actually those are actually attached. Oh, by all means, even better.
This where?
Right, okay. Well, pardon me for assuming, by all means. Still, though, welcome to Leafside. Do find yourself welcome and enjoy your stay. If you need anything, Bing, Town Blacksmith. Anything specifically need to be crafted to your liking, feel free to reach out to me.
Delani.
It appears that they have also gotten a headache now. How unfortunate.
It seems the headaches have been taking a lot of people today.
So it's
They're quite common around here. You stay long enough, you'll eventually get them yourself.
I've already experienced two this morning.
I am not fond of such pains.
Oh.
And there he goes. Off to dreamland.
Must have been the wind.
Rite. tell thing when wake up.
I'll let him know when he comes back.
Hello again, Leilani.
Afternoon.
Bye.
But that said, if you are seeking to enter such a place, I am looking for ways to be helpful to those nearby while I am briefly visiting. I have, it appears, business with the leader of the guild here by the name of Wulfric. They have knowledge on an object that I seek, and I now know it to be here for certain.
I don't necessarily plan to go inside the Veil anytime soon, that's for sure. It was honestly an accident I even stumbled in there in the first place.
I suppose it is making sense. I do not believe most go there with intent. I don't believe I was of an intent either. But I stayed.
Hey, what happened to the
So-
dog? Good dog ran out.
So then what really brings you here aside from this artifact that you're looking for?
Honestly, that is really all it is. I have watched over it for what feels like a very long time. And it is very important to me.